Some people can just feel when a room changes, you know? The energy drops, the smiles become polite, the answers get shorter, and then the eyes start drifting to phones, windows, ceilings, even emergency exits. And still, someone continues, "So let me give you 3 more examples. Welcome to Read the Room." The first skill in social intelligence is not about speaking well. It's actually noticing what the situation needs from you next. Because, honestly, reading the room is not just about observing signals. That's only step 1. The real skill is knowing what to do with them. If people are confused, do not add more words. Slow down. Say, "Let me make this simpler." If people are tired, do not increase the energy like a children's entertainer at a tax seminar. Shorten, summarize, move on. If people are tense, do not push harder just because your point is correct. Lower your tone. Ask a question. Create a little space. If someone looks uncomfortable, do not immediately expose them in front of the group. You can say, "Maybe we should come back to this." Or, speak to them privately later. Reading the room means adjusting your behavior before the room has to defend itself against you. And honestly, this is where many people fail. They notice something is wrong, but they choose the wrong response. They become louder when the room needs calm. They explain more when the room needs clarity. They joke when the room needs respect. They defend themselves when the room needs them to listen. And well, they keep talking because silence feels dangerous. But sometimes silence is exactly the tool you need. A pause can reset a room. A question can reopen a closed face. A summary can rescue a lost discussion. And a change of tone can prevent a small awkward moment from becoming a social accident with witnesses. So when you sense the room shifting, just ask yourself one question. What does this room need from me now? Not, how do I win? Not, how do I prove I am right? Not, how do I make them like me? But what is useful now? Is it more clarity? Maybe more warmth? Or perhaps more distance? Could it be more honesty? Or, honestly, even less talking? Sometimes the best move is to just stop. Like, I think I'm making this too complicated. Sometimes it's to check in. Is this still helpful? Other times it's to name the shift gently. I sense we're losing energy. Sometimes it's to change the format. Maybe this is better as a smaller conversation. And sometimes it's just to leave the room alone. Not every silence needs to be filled. Not every awkward moment needs your rescue mission. Not every group needs your extra contribution, no matter how fascinating it felt inside your own head. Reading the room isn't about becoming fake. It's not about performing whatever the group wants. It's about choosing your next move based on the reality in front of you. You can still disagree. You can still be honest. You can still bring energy, but you do it with awareness. Because honestly, the socially intelligent person isn't the one who always knows what to say. It's the one who notices when the situation has changed and changes with it. That's the real art of reading the room. You enter with a plan. You observe what happens, and then, if needed, you adjust. Because if the room has already changed and you're still doing the same thing, you're no longer leading the conversation. You're missing it. Captain Help, smarter every day, in every way.